Good morning, everybody. We're going to look at a Joe Walsh live album today called You Can't Argue with a Sick Mind, which was recorded in October of 1975 and released in March of 1976. I know that I sort of made a mistake in the coming reviews trailer on Sunday when I was talking about this record. I said that this was the lone live record that Joe had released. Although that was a mistake, there was a live album that was released a couple years ago in 2014 from a show in 1981. So sorry about that. Now on to You Can't Argue with a Sick Mind. I love the title of this record because it kind of reflects Joe's sense of humor, because Joe has always been an extremely funny guy, and he's always come up with funny and clever album titles, and this is no exception. This record was recorded at the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium for an episode of, this is essentially the soundtrack to an episode of Rock Impresarios, Don Kirshner's TV show Rock Concert. It was billed as Joe Walsh and Friends, and the band included Joe Vitale and Andy Newmark on drums, Dave Mason on keyboards, Don Felder on guitar, Joe also on guitar and talk box and all that, and Willie Weeks on bass, and Rocky on percussion. And by the way, Willie Weeks still looks the same as he did in 1975 today. And there's only 6 songs on the record, and some of my favorites include Meadows, Turn to Stone, and what I consider to be the definitive live version of Walk Away that opens the record. And also Don Henley and Glenn Frey joined Joe and Don Felder for a version of Help Me Make It Through the Night, which I think is also tremendous. And this was recorded shortly before Joe joined the Eagles, and so I think it was rather fitting that he have members of the Eagles joining him for this show. And if you're interested, I'm going to put a link up in the cards to my gigs playlist on YouTube, because I have a playlist of rock concerts and music-related videos, that I save to watch, and I put this show in the playlist, and it's billed as Joe Walsh and Friends, and so if you want to see this show, you can. I'm gonna put a link up in the cards to my playlist, and just scroll down and you'll find it. Actually, Actually, the show is longer than the record because the show is about an hour and 30 minutes because some of the other songs that weren't on the record that are on the show include Mama Says and some pretty cool covers of Give Me Some Lovin' and Get Back. But the full show is about an hour and 30 minutes long because along with Joe, there is a set or a couple songs by Jimmy Cliff, which I haven't seen yet. But overall, I really enjoy this show, and I hope you do too. Hi everybody, I have a quick correction to make. The record was actually recorded in November of 1975, not October.